Welcome to ProCat's new Winner version 11. Let's take a look at one of the very exciting new features in your real-time area. I'm assuming that if you are doing real-time, you are using the super tokens. You will notice now there are boxes to be checked in front of each one of your already created tokens. I will select my first speaker and then my second, and you'll notice as I do that it appears as though they're all one on top of each other, which they are right now. I'm going to take my last one and I'm going to move this particular attorney to this position. I'm going to take my currently Mr. Jones and move to this position, taking Mrs. Lewis right here, and I'm going to take Mr. Thomas and just put him right up here. Now, there are two things that you can do to make this a little easier for yourselves. Before you start, you do want to change the name of your attorneys, and then you will select each one of the tokens that you need to use. If you select and change the name first, every one of your charts will have the appropriate name of the attorney, as you can see here. However, as we all know, as we have many more charts than just the 4 that I have, you may have 6, you may have 8. Sometimes they're going very fast, and it's hard to remember everyone's name. So what ProCat has done is they've given you a description. So what I would suggest that you do is put the steno outline here that you are using for this individual person. So right now, I'm going to put in here SNAO. And for Mrs. Lewis, I am going to change her to SNAOF. And this is just what I do. I'm going to change Mr. Jones to JAO, and Mrs. Williams, I'm going to change her to JAOF. So now when I'm being pushed in real time, instead of having to remember people's names, I can just look in the direction of the attorney. I see on this one that I'm using JAO, and I can quickly write that. The other thing that you can do to make even the seats look a little bit different is ProCat has given you the ability to change your avatar. If I click on Mr. Jones right now, I'm going to right click, and it's going to say change avatar, and when I point to it, I can come down here and I can change Mr. Jones to maybe a redhead. Okay. I can change my avatar for Mrs. Lewis, and let's say we're going to make her a blonde right now, because that's what my attorney most looks like. The other thing you can do to make things a little bit different for each one is to change the background color. So if I change the background color for Mrs. Lewis to, let's see what the yellow looks like. Okay, so you can make these stand out in many different ways. This is how easy it is to use your new virtual seating charts.